Many thanks for staying with us. You're watching the news update on Galaxy Television. I am Justin Akadonya. We'll begin from here in Lagos. An early Monday morning fire incident caused by a petrol-laden tanker has resulted in destruction of property at Abesong Estate along Ipaja Ayobo Road in Lagos. Now, residents in the area who could not substantiate the cause of the fire incident only narrated how they saw the tanker burning with petrol spill which spread around, causing destruction to the property. Meanwhile, the Lagos State Emergency Management Agency LASAMA said the inferno was caused by the contact between a tanker conveying stolen petroleum product from a vandalized pipeline and came in contact with an electric pole. Joining us live at the scene from the incident is our correspondent Rita Omodia. Good afternoon to you, Rita. So far, what have you been able to learn concerning the inferno today?
Thank you very much, Justin. We are live at Pipeline opposite Abeson Street Gate, Ipaja Road, and we got here about 10 a.m. this morning when we heard of the fire incident. Right at my back, we can see the tanker that got burnt, and we can see the fire agencies trying to put out the fire. From my investigation of what happened, there was actually a vandalism of a pipeline down this road here, and then the vandals came in the morning at about 4:30 a.m. to carry the fuel out of the particular place there where they vandalized, and they used their hoist to carry out the fuel. But unfortunately, from resources that we had, about 3 tankers had already moved the fuel away, and this one unfortunately is the 4th one. And while it was trying to go away with the fuel, it got it interacted with a naked wire. That's the pole wire there. So unfortunately, it caught fire. So what happened was they were trying to take fuel legally from the pipeline there, and then it caught fire, and it had an interaction with the tanker, and then it got fire. About 2 cars also were affected by it. If you see the tanker here, you can see the car there, and even the building, we can see a GP tank that was also affected due to the fire. From also investigations, we learned that this is not the first time this is happening. We've also had issues of pipeline vandalism around here. The NSCDC, they refused to speak with us, but members of the fire, the Red Cross, they were able to speak with us, and they said they were trying so hard to put out the fire. Fortunately, there was no loss of life. The driver who was driving the tanker, when the tanker caught fire, he escaped. And from reports too, again, from investigations, while the driver of the tanker came down, people tried to stop him because what he was doing was illegal. But from reports, he brought out a gun and told people that if they come close to him, then he would shoot them. So the driver ran away while the tanker was left. We could see security agencies, NSCDC and the Red Cross trying to put all things together to avert this disaster.
All right, Rita, from what we heard, there was a traffic build-up around that particular location. So far, has that been able to be cleared around that axis that you're standing? All right, we've been speaking to our correspondent, Rita Omodia, live at Abeson Gate, telling us about the fire incident and how it has been able to be contained. Moving on now, President Muhammad Buhari says the greatest honor Muslims could do the Prophet Muhammad is to follow his shining examples of non-violent, peaceful disposition and remarkable virtues of patience. In his goodwill message to the Muslim Ummah on the occasion of the Eid al-Mawlud celebration to commemorate the birthday of Prophet Muhammad, President Buhari said putting into practice the great virtues for which the Holy Prophet Muhammad is historically famous and revered would have a far greater impact on changing the attitudes and behaviors Muslims than the best sermons ever will. He said the indiscriminate killing of innocent people, kidnapping of famous students, and forcing them into marriage and conversion is contrary to the teachings and personal examples of the Prophet Muhammad. The president also advised Muslims not to allow their children to be lured and recruited by extremists who will ultimately destroy their lives and their future. In a statement signed by the Senior Special Assistant to the President on Media and Publicity, the President said there is the urgent need for increased vigilance by Muslims in order to frustrate and stop the spread of violent ideologies that are causing human havoc and tragedies around the world. That's as much as we have time for on the news at this time. I am Justin Akadonye. The buzz continues.